Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the bass. My ace boom goon big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca kid. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, don't down. Round if you wanna, round if you wanna. So lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Bars, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I'm like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Jackson going to run, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive with Cook. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Looked to me like they were trying to go off tackle there, but he thought he could bounce that out a little bit further, didn't he?
He did, but didn't work out. Good pursuit defensively and able to force him out behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run the counter with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That partner has to start the run right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. First down, here's the run with Cook. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Well, first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. To throw is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin him back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw, because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have moved out in front. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Option play. Here's Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Farmer. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score there. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward, powering forward. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards. And the Bills are back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20-plus. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Jackson now. Over the middle, complete. That's Farmer. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the third quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Next to score, Ravens play game, Bills 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Allen's throw is complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 2nd and very short, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! James Cook, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what, I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. That is caught. Bateman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Farmer. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bills have recovered.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? There. Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Jackson. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. On play action, Allen steps away to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Bills, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home.
Harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead.